wishes. You won't find it better than this. Just let go if you leave. Just let me know so I won't look down. You move on.
Guys, Keyshawn Uchiha here, back at you with another alternate universe what if. I'm sorry that I haven't been posting lately. I've been doing a lot of stuff, been doing an MCAS for my high school to get a diploma. Sorry about that. But I'm gonna start uploading now since I'm done with the testing, and let's get started. This is gonna be a new alternate universe what if, and this is gonna be what if Naruto had the Galaxy Rinnegan eyes. Now, for him to attain these eyes, we're going to kind of tell you I'll tell you abilities how he gets it. So we start with the Sage of the Six Paths brother and him. They have made these eyes. Now they made two different eyes, the Rinnegan and the Galaxy Rinnegan. Now, for you to get this Galaxy Rinnegan, you must have the Rinnegan and have a Byakugan, and must have a Sharingan, but the internal Sharingan, or basically, and you must have the Byakugan, basically the upgraded version that can see in the future. Now you must merge them all together, plus with your Rinnegan, to get the Galaxy / internal / Byakugan, basically called Galaxy Rinnegan, and you see how it looks right now on the screen. Now the Six Paths brother made it, but they kind of used it once, but they knew the power because they can handle it. But let's say his brother was kind of didn't want the power. He kind of wanted to give it out to someone to see what they do with it, because he was just experimenting. So oh, sorry about that. A couple years passed, and all that. We start off with the whole Nine Tails attack. Now, this is going to be different. The Nine Tails attack happens. Mito is right now trying to hold off, but I also want to add something else with it. The Nine Tail attack happens, but this is where all the Tail Beasts was kept by Harashimaru. Harashimaru? I keep saying his name wrong. I'm sorry. He kept the Nine Tails. So basically, Nine Tails and all the Tail Beasts. But Obito kind of broke the Nine Tails attack, and all that was happening. Mito was kind of just the other people who had the Tail Beasts, from the Hyuga to the Uchiha and stuff, they all was respected. And this time, alternate universe is kind of different, because the Uchiha, instead of being supervision and sent and cast out of the Leaf Village into a compound, they was actually more accepted, because it was only one person who did that mistake, and it was only Madara. And the Leaf Village understand it was just Madara, because they're not idiots in this alternate what if, and they're not retards, so they don't all go against the Uchiha. So the Uchiha still have their police uniform and all that and stuff. They start helping. Hyuga start helping, and also I should add another detail: the Hyuga and the Uchiha is buddies with each other. Surprising, right? They're actually buddies. Because there was a tablet saying the Hyuga and the Uchiha was actually comrades in past lives, helping each other out, and actually had their own village by themselves. So they kind of like buddy here. They start helping with the thing and Hyuga stuff, and the Nine Tails attack is not going much as terrible as it used to. The Uchiha did their job seducing the thing. Mito wasn't wasting a lot of chakra on Obito. He whooped Obito ass much quicker. But the Nine Tails stack, and sadly, we're gonna say Mito died. He did the Reaper Seal and he died. But in the action, he did separate. So Kuchina she's alive in this one, alternate universe one. and Minato dies. Now I'm going to tell you a little surprise later on in the what if, but I'm not going to tell you now. But he basically dies using Death Reaper. Now Kushina is sad, but she's holding Naruto. Well, scratch that, holding twins. Holding Naruto and basically Megato, basically like the opposite of Naruto with the black hair, but yeah. Naruto and Megato, twins. Now, Kushina is happy. But she doesn't have the nine tails in her no more. She didn't die because Minato gave her more chakra to survive. But, basically those two is alive and Kushina is going to raise both of them. Now, we skip on when, now Naruto, older brother, Minato, Mitty? I'm gonna say Mitty, he's the oldest. Naruto is still the youngest. Now Naruto, since he has his mom, he's a little bit of a prankster, a little bit, but not a lot. But the Sage of Six Paths brother sees Naruto. Now Naruto is getting chased after by by these two Amu ninjas. Now his brother is right now trying to save his young brother, which it is quite not going to make it in time. Now, Naruto gets stabbed. Now, the Sage Sparrow sees Naruto dying, and he says, "This is not supposed to happen. His fate is not supposed to die here." And he basically come to Naruto. He takes out Naruto's eyes and puts in the Galaxy Rinnegan eyes. And he gives Naruto a little bit of a boost. Like, he gives DNA of the Uchiha and Hashirama DNA. Or should I say Madara and Hashirama. And he puts in both of the DNAs and he amps his chakra much more higher. And the QB, Naruto has the bad QB, but the Sage his bad brother kind of like looked at the Naruto and says, you must protect this boy at all costs. He is the future to make the future happen. And his brother. And he's like... And the Nine-Tails Fox knows the brother and says, understood. Because, he knows he can get erased. Or get distracted out. And just get obliterated and shit. Because, the second brother is dangerous. He basically understood. And he started healing the boy. And the Galaxy Rinnegan is planted in his eyes. Now... The Anbu think they killed Naruto, says that's a good job. Because the Leaf Village, they hate Naruto, but not as the degree of 100. It's just Danzo really wants Naruto dead. Because Danzo was just a fucking dick. And Danzo what a Naruto older brother kinda dead, kinda not, kinda do. I don't know. But they thought they killed Naruto and they go off. Reporting Danzo, telling him the great news. Naruto's older brother comes in. Mito, yeah. Mito basically looks down at Naruto's dead corpse. Now, this is the part where Mito is brothers with Naruto, but he's let's say Mito's wife, Miski, I forgot her name already. Kushina. Yeah, Kushina had she was had a, let's say, an affair with Shisui. Now, I know that would never happen, but this is an alternate universe, what if? Get used to it. Now, he sees his brother dead. Now, he starts crying. And, he activate his, Sharingan to 3 into the internal, into the Mangekyo. Well, to the Mangekyo, and until Naruto woke back up and was breathing heavily, and Mito says, I thought you died, and he hugged him tight, and he sees his eyes as if he says, what happened to your eyes? And he's like, what? And he basically tells him what his eyes look like. He's like, huh. And I tell you the abilities right now. First ability. This ability, well, actually, hold on, I hold that later. Naruto heads home, talks to his mom Kachina, and Kachina says, "Oh wow," and just like shocked and most surprised and stuff. And they go to the Hokage, and the Hokage is like confused and saying, "These eyes, I never heard of these before." And he looks at the scroll, he sees it, he's like, "I know now." And he gives the scroll to Naruto and Kushina and says he needs to start training and stuff, and to control his power and stuff. And this is where the Uchiha and the Hyuga comes in, and they say, "We want to train Naruto because A, the Hyuga knows about these eyes, and B, the Uchiha knows about these eyes because the Uchiha and the Hyuga is basically they didn't make the eyes, but they learned how to make it by the second brother of the Sage of Path. They've been given a scroll of how to attain these eyes, but you have to have a max of chakra, and you have to have a lot of chakra to use these eyes because these eyes are very powerful, which it can kill you and bring you back and kill you again, bring you back basically. So if you wanted to die, these eyes will bring you back to life, and you can get revenge, unless you just have useless chakra, and then you're pretty much done for. So, the Uchiha and Kuchina, she kind of want to say no, but the head of the Uchiha already knows about Shinsui and Kuchina affair and about Mito, so he says, "I want you to take Mito into Uchiha because he's an Uchiha." And Kushina was about to say no, but she firmly agrees and says okay. And Naruto be with the Uchiha, and they switch in and out. But Naruto switch in and out with the Hyuga and then the Uchiha. His brother stays with the Uchiha to get the training in too. And basically, they start doing some training. Now, Shisui comes in and talks to Mito, and he tells him the truth about Kushina and him. Now, Mito is not mad. He just says, "It doesn't matter if my mom had a affair or not. I'm still gonna love her and my dead father, but I will also respect you as my dad." And Shisui smiles, and they start doing their training. Now, Mito learns the body flicker technique. Also, Naruto, he learns from his father the flying Raijin, because body flicker, yeah. Like, he could learn it, but he's gonna learn the flying Raijin technique. Now, but it's gonna be a different enhanced version. Now Naruto, switch in and out, and he learns the rotation, the 64 palms from the Hyuga, and he also been given a bless to marry Hinata, but he doesn't want it because this is gonna be kind of different. And he just be like, okay, and he becomes great friends and family with the Hyuga, and becomes good rivals with Neji and Sasuke. And Mito do become great rivals, and it's kind of like a good rivalry between all of them. They get stronger. And Rock Lee, now the Tail Beast. I talked about the Tail Beast of who's going to become the Tail Beast. I haven't talked about that yet. So Hiroshima keeps. I keep saying the name wrong, but he kept all the Tail Beasts. Now, one tail goes to Shikamaru. Yeah, Shikamaru with the shadows. He keeps the one tail. Two tails goes to not Sakura. Actually, yeah, two tails go to Sakura because Sakura is basically, we all know she's a trash can. So she be the two tails to Cherokee. Mito and Naruto basically is the nine tails to Cherokee hosts. We all know that. Three tails basically goes to ooh, damn, it's hard. Yeah, go to the Hyuga. Three tails go to the Hyuga. Due to Hinata is, we're gonna say Hinata is the host. It's the host of the three tails. Four tails goes to the Uchiha. go to Ichiya because due to the law of insubordination, Five Tails, the slime goes to Five Tails will go to the because with her healing and stuff, and the slug can do acid and also healing. Bugs, the Seven Tails, I believe so. The bug one, I forgot what the bug tails are, but the bug tails goes to the guy with the sunshades. I forgot his name. I'm sorry about that. Eight Tails go. The Eight Tails is going to be with Troji, Troji with the butterfly technique, because I think that would be a good combination, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the hostess for the Tail Beast. Now the Tail Beast is pretty much treated with high respect. A little bit of a side of the villages of disagreeing and say we want them out, but they are still treated with the highmost of respect, including the clans. They are treated with respect. If you dare disrespect them, you gonna get it, basically. And the Hokage especially put that as a law, as a rule. If you dare try to attack any of the Jinchuriki or trying to threaten them or say any words that's disrespectful, you will be held accountable, or you will be executed or jailed for life, basically. And the Uchiha they take their shit very seriously, including all the Leaf Villagers people. And if you do that, you're done for. So all the Jinchurikis is put on a team. Now, they are all put in one squad unit. So if you're a Jinchuriki, you'll be put into all the Jinchuriki squad unit. So Minto, all that, including the Uchiha. So Sasuke is obtaining the 4 tail, and the 3, and Hyuga Hinata's. So they're basically all in the team, and it's gonna be called Team 10. Get it, because it's 9 and the 10 tails. But yeah, they're basically called Team 10, and now they have 3 masters basically, and Kakashi, the next person, and that person, and Might Guy, because Rock Lee, he has a Jinchuriki, and let's just say it's the 10th one, and Rock Lee, he looks much different than all other people, but this doesn't defy Rock Lee. He can't use chakra. Because the chakra is basically the 10 tails, and if he like use 10 tails chakra, he goes crazy and basically just goes nuts. But it doesn't matter. All the Jinchurikis still love Rocky, and they're still friends with him, and they help him calm down, and they train him up to use the chakra of the 10 tails. Rock Lee is okay, he's fine, but he just used his taijutsu. Yeah, taijutsu, and basically, still clap ass. Neji, he kind of went far apart because he wasn't chosen to be the host of the 3 tails? 3 tails or 2 tails? No, 3 tails of the Hyuga thing. So he kind of grew far about that and got a little bit angry and just didn't want to fuck with them. So as they grow, I forgot to tell you abilities. So the first ability, this ability have you ability to erase time, roped. Basically, it's kind of different. It's no almighty push. Basically, it forms a 50 meter. Depends on how you upgrade it. It depends. So it's an upgrade too. So basically, it has a 50 meter range, which whoever's in that radius will be caught in a time erase. Like, the user can time erase, time stop, time skip, or time all that to basically to get rid of the enemies, or just defeat the enemies, or trap them in a time loop thing that they don't know, and they be confused of what the hell's going on. Second ability, healing Galaxy. Now, healing Galaxy is ability where you can heal up to pretty much a 40 meter, where you can heal anyone around you instantly. Which, if a person loses an arm, the arm will regrow back instantly because of the instant heal of the Holy Galaxy heal. And basically, and you can also give people buffs and basically can give them buffs and upgrades and stuff, and basically can give them buffs, upgrades, or just teleport to bases with people. That's the second ability. Now the third ability is called Time Disruption. Now Time Disruption is quite simple. It basically basically it gives you the power to go in the future or go back in the past. Now it costs a lot of chakra because that ability is very powerful. And it really, like, drains you real dry. And the fourth ability, I will tell you later. And the fifth ability, and I will tell you later. Now I know if you're thinking, like, oh, if they're called the Galaxy Rinnegan, don't they have the Sage of, yes, they do. They basically have all those abilities, too. But Naruto already knows this. He just doesn't use it. Because, he just knows it's too powerful. But he uses it sometimes just to mess around. Now, Naruto, he kind of knows this Sealing Scroll to bring back some dead people. Now, this is different. Naruto brings back the Seven Swordsmen. And he makes them as his Divas Paths. Because he can do that. He implanted all the Galaxy Rinnegan, all the Rinnegan eyes, a down version to them, and he basically, and they have their all memories, how they died and stuff. They're like, how did we get here, and where you? And Naruto says, will you be my family, my comrades, my servants to help me out to my rest of my life? And they luckily agree, happy that they brought back to life. And now Naruto have the Seven Swordsmen. Now, the Seven Swordsmen, they can't age because Naruto, his fourth ability is called, he has a passive ability which Naruto can age himself to adult or not. He figured that out. He ages the Seven Swordsmen back into their youth, their prime age, when they was like teenagers, but like much powerful version. And he just says, alright, now we're going to start with the classes. Now, Naruto doesn't fail. Or his brother or another Jinchuriki. Everybody passes with flying colors. Now, Mitsuki kind of did some things and made Naruto fail. Now, Naruto knows he didn't fail, but he feels like something's up. And Mitsuki says, oh, I can pass you if you get this scroll. Now, Naruto tells Mito everything. He trusts his brother with true love. And he says, Mito, I don't trust this guy. If anything happens, just be at the tree and knock him out, and then we can take him back to the fourth Hokage. To the Hokage. And Mito says, okay. Now, Naruto grabs the skull and seals it, and before he gives it to Mitsuki, he reads all the things. He learns, he will learn the He'll learn the Chidori. Actually, no. He will learn the Chidori. He will also learn Flying Raijin. And he will also learn the Rasengan. Because he and the multi-shadow clone jutsu. Now, he learns the Rasengan for his brother to teach him later on. And he learns Matsudojo. And he learns the Chidori and the Flying Raijin. Now, Naruto basically makes a fake copy of it, and make a scroll with paper bombs with it. And Naruto basically gives it to Mitsuki and says, "Here, do I pass now?" Mitsuki says, "Yeah, of course you pass," and he throws him the headband. Now Naruto says, "Thank you," and walks away. Now Mitsuki says, "This would be good for Lord Orochimaru," and he goes under the tunnel. The moment he goes under the tunnel, he's opened up the scroll, it blows up. And he dies under the tunnel. And it closed off the path so no ninja can ever come in and attack the Leaf Village or anything. Now, Naruto tells the Hokage about this, and Hokage oppresses it and says, "I'm proud," and basically, grant him the thing. Now, we start at the bell test. Now, this is different because since it's going to be 3 teachers, actually 3? No, 4. Yeah, 4 teachers. And they're going to do the bell test. And they all have 2 bells. And they're going to say, and Naruto sees it, he says, wait, that's not enough bells for all of us. He says, well, you better start figuring out some way how to get these bells to not get kicked out. Now, Mito goes up to his brother and says, we need to grab all the Chinchurikis and team up to work together and get these bells. This is about teamwork, not about nothing else. And he's like, I understand. And Naruto says he understands, and they go in and they all spread out. Now, Naruto goes and grab Sasuke, Hinata, and they, who else? And Ino, basically to talk about the plan and what they need to do. And Mito goes to, Neji, the bug guy, and Shoji and Chikamaru, and he tells them what they need to do, and they start on. Now, Naruto hops out and says, I don't need these losers to basically help me out, and he activates his burst ability with the time option. Now, they're confused about this and they don't know what's going on. And to them, Naruto is basically just skipping everywhere, basically teleported left, right, up right behind them, and they're confused about this. And my guy, he doesn't matter. He goes for a dramatic kick and goes in and be like, entry kick, and Naruto's just stalling time basically, and he's acting like he's about to grab the bells and stuff, but no, he's distracting them. Now, Shikamaru comes in with the rolling thing and start rolling for the one of the people, and he hits Kakashi, sending Kakashi flying. Now, since the 55-mile range, Kakashi doesn't know what's going on because he thought he just came out of nowhere, but really Naruto is messing with time for them, so they don't know what the hell's going on. Sasuke throws in fireballs for with the guy with the 2 blades. I forgot his name, but and he throws in a giant fireball at him, which he's confused. Which Hinata comes in using the 62 trigrams. I forgot. Yeah, the trigram palms and technique. Basically, hitting his chakra points and taking the bells, which she got 2 bells and she throws it one to which uses her fire tail things to fire at the female, and which the female backs away, but slowly falling back, and which basically I forgot her name, but basically she falls back and slowly in time falling back and get pushed by Shikamaru Sharo and get stuck, which Choshi takes the bells and they got it. Now the bug guy and Might Guy doesn't realize the bugs are straining his chakra, and Might Guy's trying to go for to attack, which he's getting tired because like I said, the bug guy and that bug Chinchuriki basically has a very good relationship with each other, and his chakra is his body's getting numb and he doesn't move, and he just knees down and can't move, which Neji comes in with speed and kicks Might Guy by taking the bells at the same time and says, yes, we got it, and they all pass by using teamwork. And Sakura, she kind of, let's say Sakura kind of, gets, by the log, but, they all fed her, because, she's a Chinchuriki, and, and they also respect her by, her doing her support or doing something else. But, Naruto feds her and says, we're gonna have to train you up more so you don't get trapped again. And she says, okay. Now, I'm gonna end this alternate universe what if for now. Part 2 is probably gonna come tomorrow, probably not. Depends on the situation. But leave a like, subscribe. Make sure you want anything to change, any upgrades, any not upgrades, who you want to get nerfed, who you want to get buffed. Hey, I'm just the guy to listen to any suggestions. I'm Keyshawn Chia, and peace out.